Circulatory and respiratory systems. Understanding structure, function, and their role in efficient movement. By Rafael, refuerzo, and Thomas Hacker. Structure of the respiratory system. The circulatory and respiratory systems are significantly interlinked in supporting physical activity through efficient oxygen transport and waste removal. Structurally, the respiratory system comprises of the nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, lungs, and alveoli, where gas exchange occurs. Summarize such simple structure of the respiratory system. To put it in simple terms, the respiratory system consists of nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, lungs, alveoli.
Structure of the circulatory system. Now, the circulatory system, including primarily the heart, blood vessels, capillaries, veins and arteries, and blood, all collectively work to transport oxygen, nutrients, and waste products. Summary/simple structure of the circulatory system. To put it in simple terms, the circulatory system consists of mainly the heart, blood vessels, capillaries, veins, arteries, and blood. This image can help strengthen your understanding.
Function of the circulatory system and respiratory system. The respiratory and circulatory systems work together to sustain physical exercise by efficiently removing waste and transporting oxygen. Gas exchange takes place in the nasal cavity, through larynx, trachea, bronchi, lungs, and alveoli, which make up the respiratory system structurally. The circulatory system now transports waste products, nutrients, and oxygen by means of the heart, blood vessels, veins, arteries, and capillaries, and blood itself, while the circulatory system returns deoxygenated blood to the lungs for reoxygenation and distributes oxygenated blood to muscles and organs. The respiratory system helps the body absorb oxygen and expel carbon dioxide. The systems cooperate to fulfill elevated metabolic needs during physical activity. Oxygen absorption and cardiac output occur, improving muscle function and postponing weariness. This interaction between systems is crucial as respiratory efficiency directly influences circulatory performance and vice versa. For example, during physical activity, an increase in respiratory rate enhances oxygen uptake in the lungs, which in turn allows the circulatory system to deliver more oxygen-rich blood to working muscles. This coordinated effort boosts aerobic metabolism, delays fatigue, and sustains performance. Conversely, if cardiac output is insufficient due to a weak heart, restricted blood flow, even optimal lung function cannot ensure adequate oxygen delivery, therefore limiting physical capacity. This synergy becomes even more clear in trained individuals where adaptations like increased lung capacity and cardiac stroke volume enhance overall efficiency, highlighting the essential role of systemic coordination in physical performance. Summarize such a simple summary of how the respiratory and circulatory system work. Respiratory system facilitates breathing and also the exchange of gases by taking in oxygen and getting rid of carbon dioxide. Circulatory system, it sends nutrients and oxygens to cells and takes away waste products using a structure of blood vessels to the heart, which work basically like a pump. Investigate the roles of the circulatory and respiratory system by examining how they contribute to efficient movement. Their integration ensures efficient cellular respiration, energy production, and overall physiological balance. This relationship is especially critical during physical activity when the body's demand for oxygen increases, making the operation of both systems essential for peak performance and recovery. The respiratory and circulatory systems work in sync in order to enable efficient movement by supplying nutrients and oxygen to working muscles and expelling waste products like carbon dioxide. The process to the previous slide. Oxygen enters the lungs, diffuses across alveolar membranes, and enters the bloodstream where it binds to hemoglobin and red blood cells. Simultaneously, the circulatory system ramps up cardiac output by increasing heart rate and stroke volume, therefore pumping oxygen-rich blood rapidly into muscles. This supports cellular respiration, the process by which muscles generate the energy ATP necessary for contraction. Efficient movement depends on this rapid continuous supply of oxygen and removal of carbon dioxide. When these systems are well conditioned through regular exercise, they adapt by improving lung capacity, capillary density, and heart strength. These adaptations enhance oxygen delivery and waste removal, leading to greater endurance, reduced fatigue, more powerful muscle contractions. The seamless collaboration between respiratory and circulatory systems is critical for maintaining energy output and supporting sustained physical activity. Simple summary of the role of the circulatory and respiratory system. Role of respiratory system. The respiratory system eliminates carbon dioxide, a waste product produced by our bodies, and maintains a constant flow of oxygen. The stability of organism and the breathing of cells depend on this balance that is very important and crucial. Role of the circulatory system. The circulatory system ensures appropriate body function and the maintenance of homeostasis by delivering hormones and oxygen and nutrients to cells while eliminating waste products like carbon dioxide. Here is a very good simplified table to help you understand the circulatory and respiratory system even better. Bibliography. Thank you for listening to our presentation about the circulatory and respiratory system.